I was able to get to the car. It was about 2/3 submerged. It had lodged against some rocks. My name's Liane Wood. I live in Frankfurt, a municipality in Quinte West, Ontario. I'm here at She Thrives 4 days a week. I've been married for 27 years. My husband is Reverend Dan Wood. He's the solo pastor of Frankfurt Full Gospel Tabernacle. We were at our church in Frankfurt and it was family night. Our friends, they went out to start their car and their 13-year-old daughter was in their car while it was warming up. Our youngest daughter came through the door of the church and she said, "Megan is in the river." The current had actually carried the car a ways down the river and we could see the car had flipped upside down. At that point, I just felt in my heart that I was to go into the water, and so I was able to get to the car. It was about 2/3 submerged. It had lodged against some rocks. I tried the doors to open them and they were locked. My husband came into the river with me at that point, and I remember him saying to me, maybe the window on the back of the car is a little above the water. We started calling out for Megan when we realized it was open. Next thing we knew, she was hitting our hands, and so my husband grabbed her to help her come out. Dan stood facing upstream and he reached out his right arm to me, and I pushed off of the car and I grabbed his arm, and he hauled my whole body weight through the current over to him and then helped me back up to the ladder. And the fire chief, John Whalen, I think he said it the best. He was like, somebody was watching over you guys tonight in that river. Every day the accident was playing over in our minds, and at nighttime dreams about the accident, and just could not, I don't know how to describe it. It was just always there. Spring came and things warmed up and sort of started to feel like, okay, you know, maybe we'll be getting better. So we were going back to church for family night, and as we drove over the bridge, we could see off to the left the church and the spot where the accident had happened. And in my mind, because of the snowfall, it looked exactly like it had looked the night of the river accident. So I'd gone to my family doctor with different symptoms about concentration, not being able to sleep, having issues with my memory. And somewhere in the midst of all that, my doctor looked at me and said, "You have PTSD." I really started looking online to see what treatment options were available. And at some point in time in my Google searching, I saw something about service dogs being able to help. We went out and we met a 6-month-old black Labrador retriever, and he was very calm and very cute, and he walked over to me and sat down beside me and put his head up against me and let me rub on him, and that was Harley. And after about 10 minutes with him, Lisa Marie looked and she said, "This is your dog." My family says they saw a difference in me within a couple of months of getting Harley. It took me about 2 years to figure out that I was not going to be able to continue working in insurance. I was looking at my husband's role being a minister and decided that whatever I did, I wanted it to be somewhat supportive or complementary to his role. After some time, I decided that I wanted to go back to school and study to be a psychotherapist. And so in September of 2016, I went back to school. She Thrives shows up in my newsfeed, and I'd never heard of it before. And I just felt a nudge inside my heart that just said, you should go there. It wasn't very long after that I started the process of transitioning my practice over here to She Thrives. I really enjoy just, really being able to get into deep, meaningful conversation with people. I don't feel that I am living defeated, by PTSD. Am I still affected by PTSD? Absolutely. I kind of know my main triggers. So yeah, I feel that for the most part, I'm doing well for where I am in my journey.